What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, Michael. God,
Wait
turn
a
down
second.
the volume.
How come you didn't do our introduction?
Well, you know what? I forgot. Here, you want the intro, Michael?
I
I'll
need to
restart
have the
Okay, listen,
intro.
ready, everybody? Ready,
And
everybody?
take two.
Take two. This is for everybody. See, here's the problem: the people on our lovely color cast can't hear the introduction, Michael.
Oh,
But I'm going to play it anyway.
you
Color
have to.
cast people, just imagine it in your head. It's a beautiful introduction, I swear. Ready? Look. Ah, there you go. Now we can. Now we're ready.
Now
for the show,
it feels
Michael.
like we've started the show. So,
Now we're ready for the show. Love
Connie,
that. Yes.
how are you doing today?
You know, Michael, I feel weird. I usually start that off, but you know, it's fine.
I know.
I'm A-okay. Listen, your boy sleep schedule messed up very badly again.
Understand.
I'm back to the about 5:30 area going to sleep.
AM or PM?
Oh no, that's AM.
Okay.
So, your boy woke up at, like 2:00 today. Had work at 3. So,
Okay.
I'm basically just starting my day. If you really think about it, I've only been up for 9 o'clock. I've been up for 7
6
hours.
3?
7. I woke up at 2.
Oh, you got up at 2. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Michael, I know math isn't one of your strong suits.
Actually, it is. That's the crazy thing. But it's great to hear. So, also, I want to ask because I don't think I've talked to you since Christmas. How was your Christmas?
Oh, it was wonderful. I'm working here, Michael, on a new mic. I got a brand new. Got a nice new. This little blue
Let's see
Yeti.
it. Can we see it? Oh, that does look nice. All right.
Much better than the old one, raggedy old one. I got that. Let's see. I got a new microphone for my camera, like my portable camera that I use for school and stuff like that.
Okay. Hello, Ethan. That's in our color cast. Thank you for joining in
the color cast. Let's see what else. My brothers did very well. They got me some cool stuff.
Okay.
My brothers got me. I got a nice little putting green that I can work on the putts with from my middle brother. My oldest brother Andrew, also a member of the USN.
Yes, sir.
Got
Why
me
isn't Michael a part of USN?
Because Michael doesn't. He's a very casual,
Okay.
a very casual sportsman.
Gotcha.
Andrew got me. Let's see. I got a Patriot beanie from him. I got actually look at this. Ready too? Look. Bam. It's a beer cap. It looks like a beer cap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. I'm with you.
Nice Patriot one there. He got me a look at this. Hold on. Let's see if I can reach down and get this too. Nice little Patriot to go mug as well. A nice Michael, beautiful. I know that I don't think you're much of a alcohol man. I wouldn't imagine. Got me peanut butter whiskey. It literally tastes like a Reese cup. It's fantastic.
Okay. Like, is that a drink or is that actually like peanut butter?
No, it's actually a drink.
Okay. I mean,
it's whiskey.
It's peanut butter.
But it's whiskey.
But it's peanut butter. So,
it's whiskey, Michael.
I mean, I've heard of marijuana cookies. It's cookies with marijuana. So I thought maybe the peanut butter had whiskey in it. Okay.
No, it's the opposite way. It's more of the peanut butter's in the whiskey.
Okay. All right. I mean, you know what? Tomato, apple juice. I understand. Okay. Let's just carry on.
Clearly.
Yeah. Thanks for asking me how my Christmas was. So I appreciate that.
I wasn't done.
Wow.
I wasn't done. Listen, I'm not even going to ask you how your Christmas was. I don't even care now.
You already didn't, but
good. It was. So I don't want to hear about it. I'm going to mute it right now.
For my Backstop Banter fans out there, my Christmas.
Not very many of them. Not many fans of you.
It was very interesting. Had some hiccups go on, but we pushed through and got through it. Kids absolutely loved it. What was funny is there's a big storm that kind of came through where I live. Sorry, my hair's messed up. My 4-year-old combed my hair right before she went to bed because when your daughter says, let me comb your hair, it happens. But so there's a storm that was coming through, very windy, and what we've started a new tradition where we actually bring off our mattresses and just sleep in the living room and the floor with all 3 of the kids. have the fireplace on, all snuggly like that. But the storm was coming, and it blew our screen door, and it slammed a couple of times before we went to bed. And the kids like, what was that? Like, they almost got scared. Well, we were like, oh, maybe it was Santa Claus or the reindeer outside, and they know you're not asleep yet, so they can't come in. So instantly, like, close eyes, cover their heads, and like 20 minutes later, they're asleep. We're like, you know what? That was awesome. So, fun times like that are glorious.
Glorious, he says. Well, how did Santa treat you, Michael?
Do what?
Did Santa treat you well?
Did Santa treat me well? Yes. I'll say yes. Actually, I got the AirPods a few weeks ago. My wife got me those. Let's see here. What else did I get? Well, mostly at my age, it's usually just money, so it's all good on that.
There's no better present than that.
Yeah, so
honestly,
hopefully
if I get a check every year, I'd be fine with it.
Daddy will probably be getting him like a fishing rod soon, maybe a lose reel. I don't know if you even know.
Michael, I've still never been fishing in my life.
Have you really never been fishing?
No, in fact, I think I've held a fishing pole maybe twice in my entire life.
Well, I can tell that you haven't because you call it a fishing pole with a fishing rod. I mean, if true sportsmen are rods, but I understand.
No. Here, it's a fishing pole.
No, I promise you, if you find like a sport bass fisherman, he will not call it a fishing pole. He will call it a fishing rod.
I think it's a regional thing.
I guarantee you it is not.
Michael, I've proven you wrong many times on the show.
I would bet you anything you wanted to that anyone that was like into the sport greatly, they would call it a fishing rod because they do combos. Like they buy a special reel and a special rod to go with it. They wouldn't call it a fishing pole. But I did get this. About forgot to show you this. Look at this cool thing. Oh,
what is it?
Cincinnati Reds, one of them things that can fly.
Helicopter things?
It's a figure flyer is what it is called.
Oh.
But it's where you put your hand underneath it and it kind of keeps
elevating. Okay.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Not bad at all.
Yes. At my age, you just get cool gifts. I did get some beard wash, as you can tell,
Thank God, because it's been disgusting the last few times I've looked at you.
I mean, one of these days you might get a beard. I'm reaching out to...
who said I'm trying to grow a beard? I have a beautiful goatee right here.
I mean, it's a go, maybe. But reaching out to Willie Robertson, you've got a beard line of products now. You need to be a sponsor. So shout out, Willie. Come join the club here with Backstop Banter. Sport these beards, and we will support you as well. Bam,
Can confirm.
Yes. And besides, they got some stuff that helps growth. And like,
I don't need that, Michael. Don't you see this? Watch this, in fact.
Okay, question. When's the last time you shaved this?
Like the sides?
Yeah.
Like 2 days ago.
Okay, when's the last time after that 2 days ago?
Never.
You've never shaved your sides until like 2 days ago?
Oh, I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't sit here and tally my days shaved.
So what you're basically saying, it was like 2 weeks. Gotcha.
I literally could not tell you.
All right. So great things are happening in baseball. Did you know that?
I did know that. Michael, I want to start it here though. I'm almost a little confused, right?
Okay.
Now, did you hear that Kyle Seeger retired?
I did hear that.
Now, here's where I'm a little confused. Now, maybe this is the inner greedy person in me because I would do whatever I could do until people would stop paying me. Mm-hmm. Like, listen, if I can get bread, I don't care how bad I am. If someone's paying me, I'm there. Now, don't get me wrong. The man batted .212 this year, which is terrible. Terrible. But he hit 35 home runs and 101 RBIs.
Mm-hmm. Both career stats for him this year.
Career highs, correct.
Yeah.
I'm not walking away after that. I can't do it. I'm not walking away after that.
I almost think it's a little, I don't know, I won't say ironic, but a little odd, like you kind of said, because he didn't retire at first. He actually declined the option as my earpiece falls out. Sorry about that.
See, Michael, he declined. Now you know the pain. That's happened to me before. You make fun.
Yeah, I do. And I'll probably will never do that again. So he declined to the option that they did with Seattle. So he became a free agent. It's almost like he wanted to test the waters or something to see like, okay, I don't want to sign back with him. I'm going to turn down. I want to say it was $20 million. Don't hold me to it. And then to maybe see what was going on out there. And then all of a sudden he's like, okay, I'm just going to retire. You know, he didn't give it time to let the free agency play because we know we're in a lockout. So I just think it's a little odd.
See, here's the thing, though. I didn't hear the thing that he declined it, and I'm not saying you're wrong.
I'm not.
But well, okay, whatever. I'm confused though, because at the end of the season, you know, he was the one that was getting all emotional that like this is kind of the end, blah blah blah. So did he know he was retiring, or did he think that the Mariners weren't going to give him an option? And if he thought that the Mariners were going to give him an extension, and he did end up getting one, why would he decline it? Doesn't make sense.
Exactly. I don't know. Since it's almost like you got to know that he knew already since he was getting emotional, like you were saying. But I don't know why the decline. Why not last home game or last game be like, okay, that was it for me. Put your picture of you on a horse riding off to the sunset, and that's it, you know? Like, why wait till December, I don't know, we're just going to say 27th. Like, did you have such a great Christmas with your kids, and you're like, I want to do this now for the rest of my life? But, you know, even in his little statement from his wife, which I thought was cool, you know, he was saying that he's excited for the new chapter in his life with family. So I respect it. And, I mean, I'm happy for him. I'm sure.
We got Mark in the color. I said, I hate baseball, but I love you two handsome men. You know, Mark. I appreciate that.
And it's great because, that Mark. I was like, who are we talking about? I was going to say, this guy don't even know what we look like because he's on Colorcast and he says, two handsome men. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it.
Well, listen, we got profile pictures, Michael.
I mean, that's true. That is true.
And let me tell you, mine's fantastic. I look like a G.
I mean, whatever. But just to recap a little bit, Kyle's career, 11 years was, he played 11 years. He was a third-round draft pick. And after 2 years, he made it with Seattle, ranks fourth in the franchise in games played, hits, home runs, and RBIs. He was an All-Star and Gold Glove in 2014. So, I mean, he had a great career. I've seen something where it even listed some of the guys that he was comparable. Of course, you say King Griffey Jr., A-Rod, Jay Buhner, I think it is. I used to love him on my MLB game because I was the Seattle Mariners because I want to be King Griffey Jr., but Jay would always knock it out of the park for me. So I was excited to read those articles and just catch up a little bit on his career there. So kudos to you. Have a good career, after ball career, I guess. I don't know. But again, there's a lot of questions I think that are just left there, don't you?
Yeah, like I said, I don't know if it's the inner greed in me or not, but I'm not retiring until somebody stops paying me.
Well, I mean,
but then again, like I guess
that's with every player, though. You know,
I guess it's hard as well because, like, when you're an athlete, like when you can't produce to a certain level anymore, and obviously you would want to walk away at that point instead of probably pushing yourself a year further and, I mean, embarrassing yourself. Like Peyton Manning's last year in Denver was embarrassing.
Didn't he win a ring?
Yeah, but he was awful. He had
in 10 more years, we won't remember that he was awful. We'll just remember that he won a Super Bowl.
Michael, it's almost been 10 years.
I said in 10 more years.
We're going to remember he was terrible. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Like, even Pujols now, like, he's not – I mean, he's had some moments still, obviously, because he was so great at one point that I think, when you're that great, you can still have your moment. But, I mean, he's not, anything crazy anymore like he used to be. And I don't know. I guess when you get to that certain point, you know better than anybody else that you should let it go. But I thoroughly enjoy money more than anything else, Michael.
Well, you got to think at this point, after 11 years in the MLB, I mean, money shouldn't be an issue. And hopefully
I'm sure it's not. But let me tell you, Michael, a few extra million ain't never hurt nobody.
Well, it's like I've got my TV on here, and Buster Posey I've got it muted, so I don't know what's going on. But even him, he retired. He was going to be paid. Like, there's got to be a time in your life when you're like, okay, the money ain't worth it anymore because waking up, body decaying, if you will, body pains, just a whole 9 yards of that, the mental toughness that you have to have day in, day out. Because in baseball, if it doesn't stop unless you're locked out.
Well, see, like, obviously, like, the other sports are more physical, like basketball, hockey, football, everything's more physical. But I don't think there's a bigger grind in all of sports. I mean,
absolutely not.
162 games. You're on the road half of the year. Training
And
camp.
not even that. Like, I mean, you go winter games. I mean, you're constantly playing.
No, exactly. So, I mean, spring training starts in what? February?
January?
Somewhere around there. Well, not really. That's when pitchers and catchers report. And spring training is usually, March, early March.
Early March, like when they're playing the games. So,
early
they've
March,
already
late
reported
February, and
stuff.
then the season starts in April.
Yeah, last week
You're
of March,
at least playing until September.
Mm-hmm.
If you make the World Series, you're into October. So then what? You get November, December off?
If that. That's crazy.
That's a long year. 11 years doing that? That's got to be a lot. But I digress, Michael. Congratulations to him. He should be A-okay in life. Michael, let's get... you got anything else, or should we get right into this list, Michael?
I said we just jump right into it.
Well, Michael, I have my list. But your lists always seem to cause more controversy because I think you do it on purpose.
Because I want to do
Exactly.
No.
I still believe that half the things you say you don't mean. You're doing it for the clicks, Michael. You're doing it for the clicks. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, and even if I am, is that okay? Or is that bad?
It's not bad if it gets us more views, but I still hate it in my heart.
So I want to do you have them 1 through 10 on you, or did you just list 10?
Oh, no, Michael. I did 1 through 10, baby.
Excuse me. All right. So
now here's the other thing, too. I didn't really know the premise of said list.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if we were going off base of last year or going into this year.
Yes.
I did it more going into this year.
I did too. I did going into this year.
But I did take more than just last year into it.
Okay. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Who do you have at 10?
All right. Oh, we're going to go 1-1 here?
Let's just do that.
Okay. I have CJ Cronin.
CJ Cronin. Okay. I have LeMahieu. You can't argue that.
Here's my
I think he's going to bounce back.
I don't think he's the first baseman.
Well, he is listed as a first baseman. Now, he can play a lot of positions, so I wanted to go with...
I so totally disagree with that.
Really? As a Yankee?
He played... No. I'm just saying as a first baseman. He played second like every day of the year last year.
I know, but, I mean, do you want me to take him off? Because if I do, it would be Joey Vada at the 10 because he had a great year last year.
Wow, you only put him at 10?
That makes me excited for you. I wanted to have him at 9, but I can back him to 10.
Wow, you only put him at 9?
So, okay, I'll go with Vada at 10. Who you have at 9?
I have Rizzo at 9.
Rizzo at 9? Wow. Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Now, Michael, here's the thing. Are we going to go? We're going to go through our list, and then after the list, we'll say why we put it in this order. You want to do that?
I mean, we can. We can, if you want. I have, let's see here. I actually went with Jared Wash.
Okay. He did. I'm going to be real. Didn't make my list. Honorable mention. Didn't make my list.
Right. That's okay.
I have Pete Alonso at number 8.
Okay. I have him a little bit higher, but that's okay.
Okay.
I have Ryan Mountcastle from the Baltimore at 8.
Oh, another one that did not make the list.
Okay. But now, again, backing up, I went with more of probably a fantasy style on this than anything, but carry on.
Okay. I actually put your boy Joey Votto at 7.
At 7? I like it. We'll debate later. I have Jose Abreu at 7.
I have Jose Abreu at 6. So I'm not mad at that.
Okay, I've got Pete Alonso at 6.
Okay. So, a little flip-flop here or there.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is where it gets interesting, that top 5. Oh, I can't wait for number 1.
I mean, I don't even have to say it. You already know who I have at number 1.
I think the top 5 gets interesting, though. Who do you have at 5?
At 5, I have Muncy.
I do as well.
Okay. You have it
Number
4.
4, I have Paul Goldschmidt.
That's who I have. Are we going to be
Okay.
straight on this?
No, we're not.
Number 3, I have Matt Olson.
I do as well.
We're going to be our top 5 are going to be legit the same.
Well, no, they're not, because I have Vladdy at 2.
Oh, you break my heart. You got Freeman at 1, which I mean, you can't argue that.
At 1.
I've got Freeman at 2 and Vladdy at 1 because he should have been the MVP. I will always stand by that. He should have been
close.
the MVP. It's unfair. It was rigged. Unfair.
It was not rigged. He can't pitch.
I mean, maybe he could have.
Yeah, he would have gotten rocked.
I'm just saying. They shut Ohtani down halfway through the year. Well, not even half. Let me not be too exaggerated. With a month left to go in the season to not hurt his stats anymore. Come on.
It wasn't to hurt stats. It was because they were out of it. They didn't want to hurt him.
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
It was. They didn't want him to get hurt. Why would they care about his stats if they could help him win?
Because
they don't want to get him hurt.
MVP.
They have Mike Trout, who's won like 25. There's no need for them to want more MVPs on their team.
They're going to have 2 MVPs now.
Yeah, he wants
but one with an asterisk, kind of like the one with an asterisk, kind of like the Dodgers World Series that they won. But let's carry on.
Asterisk, not even close.
So let's back up. Who did you say that I didn't say? Because you said you left someone off.
I have CJ Cronin at 10. You didn't say him.
Okay.
He batted 281, 28 home runs, and 92 RBIs. So, I mean, he is the Rocky. He's the Rockies' first baseman. Everybody's obviously going to go to that and say,
honorable.
It's the Rockies. He plays in Colorado. Listen, numbers are numbers, baby. Don't care.
Now, I didn't have Rizzo. That's one I did not have.
See, I have Rizzo as well. He only batted 248, only had 22 home runs and 61 RBIs, but he is probably the best defensive first baseman of the last 5 years at minimum, 5 years minimum. And like I said, I didn't just put the offense in this. And Michael, let me tell you, I've realized, because as a Yankee fan, believe it or not, one of the positions that we're kind of spoiled at is first base. Like you think of like all the big, players, it's the outfield, like with Mickey Mantle and everything, like Derek Jeter at short. But I mean, you look at first base and you had Don Mattingly, who was an unbelievable defender. You went to Tino Martinez, who was very well there as well. And then what I remember most was Mark Teixeira, who was a Gold Glove winner all the time as well. And after that, that's when we kind of went into a first base slump where it wasn't really people that, you would know of and things like that. And watching it go from Mark Teixeira, who was in the Gold Glove race every year, to, someone like a Luke Voigt who could hit, 35 home runs, but he wasn't saving you too many runs on the defensive side. I watched some plays this year that I'm like, wow, I forgot how good defense is. Like Anthony Rizzo is a unbelievable defender. So I put him I honestly, if I redo it, I would probably put him at 10 instead of 9, just because I think he only makes the list because he is that good defensively. Like he's the best defensive first baseman in the MLB, in my eyes.
Did he even win the Gold Glove this year?
I don't think so, but he has plenty of them to his name.
Let's see. Goldsmith won, and then let's see here. Astros first baseman. I can't.
Yeah, Yuli Gurriel.
There you go. Because I wasn't about to try it. So I mean, you say he's the best first baseman, but
defensive.
Right. I mean, he should have won a Gold Glove.
You don't win an award every year.
I mean, if you're the best, you do.
Michael, let's see.
Obviously, I don't.
Michael, he's won 4 Gold Gloves and a Platinum Glove in his career. So,
okay, he's a good defender. I can't deny that.
I know,
even if I want to.
And then let's see here. Pete Alonso, I think I probably could have put him a little bit higher. That's another thing where his offense definitely outshines his defense. I don't think he's he's probably an average defender. But he batted 262 at 36 home runs, 99 RBIs. So definitely did not.
And it was a bad year for him.
I lied. That was Joey Votto. That's what Joey Votto did.
Okay.
Pete Alonso was 262, 37, and 94.
Okay.
And yeah, you're right. There were times this year where everybody was saying, that's kind of a bad year, blah blah blah. Mm-hmm. Listen, if you're putting up those numbers in a bad year, you're pretty good in my eyes still.
Right. And I think Pete Alonso is that player that we have been waiting on to have a breakout, even though he's already broken out. Like, we're ready for him to be that superstar breakout now. And now that you've got Cohen spending some money, I think it's time, like, either it's this year or you may have to move on from him. Do you agree on that? I mean, he's still a good player, but
I don't think they'll move on from him. But it's definitely a question of how much do you pay him.
Right.
I think moving on from him, that's because listen, he's still. I mean,
well, I'm not saying trade him away, move on. I'm just saying, like, okay, this is not our guy. Like, now we have.
Well, okay,
you move on as far as the super role player, like who they put Lindor. Like, I mean, that's
they hope Lindor is that, but after that first year he had with the Mets, whoo,
right? And again, I said 3
years. Ugly.
So next year they're going to win the World Series, not 22, but 23. I called it 3 years ago.
Anthony, what? How old is Scherzer going to be? Max Scherzer, like 40.
I mean, maybe
40 years old, starting pitcher. It's never good.
I haven't seen this. Sorry.
Look, Michael gets a TV in his room now. He's all distracted. He's like a little kid.
Well, it's about Bauer, and I can't hear it.
Power? Like the show?
Bauer. No.
Oh, Bauer.
Trevor Bauer.
God, I hate Bauer.
I mean, honestly, I know he was a Red, and that's why I kind of like him. But just looking at him, he looks like a prick. Does he not?
Yeah, no. The way it's not. He is, Michael. He is. Just want to punch him in his annoying little head.
Well, that's what got him. Never mind.
That is.
Let's move on.
Let's see. Then your boy, like I said, Joey Vada, 266, 36 home runs, 99 RBIs. That's a hell of a year for an old man.
Yes. But rumor has it, Adele, that some of the balls that he was knocking out might have been some of the extra different balls.
Well, Michael,
so
like I said, you know what? Everybody else on the team had that chance too.
Mm-hmm. Now, Votto is absolutely one of the best hitters to ever play the sport. Maybe not so much as far as power and what he does, but just the understanding of hitting and what to do, reading counts, reading pitchers. Like, if you watch his career and his approach, you would fall in love with him. So, still with him. I think he can carry on what he did last year, but I don't know if those numbers can continue to stay that high. I want to say he's 37. So, I mean, he's getting up there.
Yeah, it certainly is.
I hope I'm wrong and he's like number 5. That would be great as a Reds fan. So, fingers crossed, I hope you're right on this and I'm wrong.
Let's see. Who do I have next? Jose Abreu. Just 1 year removed from an MVP year. Now, that is an asterisk one. I mean, that was a shortened year. So, we can put the asterisk to that one. Like that Dodger World Series. But even, in this year, what was he? 261, 30 home runs, 117 RBIs, which is actually, Michael, the most RBIs on this list. He had the most RBIs out of everybody I have on my list. I don't know if anybody on your list crossed that, but most RBIs out of this one.
What about Jake Cronenworth?
What?
Is it Jake Cronenworth? Am I saying that name right for the Padres?
Yeah.
Did he make your list? Because I thought about putting him in around 8.
Here's another thing. It literally says on the list that he's listed as a second baseman, but they had him in a first baseman list.
Right. So,
I'm not putting him there. That's why I didn't put DJ there either.
Okay, because he plays first, second, and short. I mean, that's even I've got Montcastle as well, but he could play outfield. Muncy, they have him listed as first and second as well. So,
I think I went with people that were primary first baseman.
Okay, that's totally fair. Totally fair.
But speaking of Max, 249, 36 home runs, 94 RBIs, and he did miss some games this year. I think he only played in 144.
Mhm.
So obviously that's about what? Do the math here. 6, 10, that's 16, and then another. So like what was that? 18 games he missed?
Sure. 100, did you say 144?
Yeah.
So definitely going to be an 8, 44, 54, 60. Yeah.
Look at that math. And, he missed 18 games. I don't know if I mean, hey, in today's world,
Yeah,
baseball,
18 games is not that bad.
That might not be too bad. So hey, maybe that means he's actually healthy and staying there. So that's always a plus, Mike. Because listen, that's another.
How many games did Judge and Stanton miss this year? Because that was one thing that you talked about at the beginning, and it's totally off subject. Because they were trying some kind of different exercise and all that stuff.
They did. They did a lot more plyometrics, I believe the word is. Let's see. Judge in this season, if I can find this correctly, played 148, but also grain of salt in that one, he ended up on the COVID list. So that's not like him being injured.
Automatically, right.
That's not him being injured or anything. And then let's go to Stanton. He missed, or I should say he played in 139 games.
He was COVID protocol too, right?
No, I don't remember. I know he did go on the IL at one point. I know he did. I don't know if he also ended up going on the COVID list as well. But after the last couple of years, 100 and what did I say, 48 and 139 games for both of them. I would say that my preseason hot take of them playing together a lot was correct.
I would agree with you.
Paul Goldsmith, 294.
Gold Glove winner from last year.
Yep, 31 and 99. Like you said, he won the Gold Glove, so you can throw in the defense there as well. Kind of a bounce back year for him, if anything. Played really well. Matt Olson, 271, 39, and 111. I mean, 39 home runs, almost at the 40 mark. Obviously, 111 RBIs, unbelievable. And for somebody with hitting that much power, 271, not the worst batting average you could have. We've obviously seen a lot of other power hitters have a lot lower of an average than 271, hitting that many home runs and driving in that many people. So I look at that as a win. And then, Michael, like I said, Vladdy Jr., 311, 48, and 111 RBIs. Obviously, an unbelievable season.
Yes.
But
almost triple crown season.
Almost. Couldn't get it, though. Defensive liability. Not a very good defender over there at first base.
Who cares about that?
Now this. So that's why I have Freddie Freeman at 1. 331 RBIs, or 31 RBIs, 31 home runs, 83 RBIs. Pretty solid defender over there as well.
Hey, look at this.
Listen. Oh, nice little Lou Gehrig. Lou Gehrig. What a guy. I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the planet. Imagine saying that as you're dying.
Do you know who that is?
No. Johnny Bench?
Killing me. Pete Rose.
Wow. I thought I saw a B, honestly. On the uniform.
Okay. Sounds good.
That was, what the worst part is? That was my first guess too, Pete Rose.
Was Pete Rose?
But I swear I looked at the uniform, I thought I saw a B, and I was like, oh. Tragic.
Sorry for everyone that can hear this noise, but I got some baseball cards in, and I usually don't get them. And I know I got some Yankees, and I meant to keep them out so I could show you because I thought you would like them.
I would like them.
But keep on talking as I'm looking. Oh, I love King Griffey Jr. That just stance is so sweet.
It is. It's a beautiful stance. I still take Robinson Cano's over his.
Do what?
I still take Robinson Cano's swing over his. Listen, it's 1A, 1B. It's not like it's a drop-off.
No, it's not. Lefty, and of course I'm left-handed. But you're left-handed too.
Yeah, so was Cano.
I know you love this player.
Oh, yeah. Big D.D. Gregorius guy.
Right? You really are?
No, yeah. Well, when he was on the Yankees. He's terrible now, apparently. Oh, no. See, New York as a whole didn't like him about a week into the season because I think he had like 3 errors and was terrible.
Look how nice these cards are they make now.
I know. Paul Goldschmidt, look at you. My number 4 on my number 3 on the list? No, 4 on the list, yeah.
Keep going.
No, but yeah, I don't know. I think my list is fantastic, Michael.
I
Just
like
to
your list.
recap for the people. CJ Crone, Anthony Rizzo, Pete Alonso, Joey Votto, Jose Abreu, Max Muncy, Paul Goldschmidt, Matt Olson, Vladdy Jr., and Mr. Freddie Freeman, who hopefully will be in a Yankee uniform next year, by the way. Kyle Seeger, look at that. Look at that.
Man, oh, man. The way I got these cards was actually...
Mike, you want to break down your list?
Oh, yeah, I can. Even though I switched a little bit, I've got to go back to my picture, so I've got it right. So I had LeMahieu, but you talked me out of it, so I put Joey Votto there. And then I think I had, see here, was it Cronin for? No, I didn't have him. I had to. Okay, Cronin. Then I had Montcastle. Yeah, I think so. Abreu, Alonso, Muncy. Then I had Goldsmith, Olson, Freeman, and Vlad, who will win his second MVP in my book.
Second? You got to win one first.
In my book, that's all that matters. That one was stole from him.
Stole?
Yes.
Ooh.
Stolen.
Let's see. Hold on. I just looked up MLB News real quick just to see what we were missing.
Okay.
A little 2 hours ago, Yankees have considered trading for Matt Chapman to use him at shortstop. That's very interesting. It's very interesting to me. Because the original rumors were Matt Olson, obviously their first baseman instead of their third baseman. You know, I feel bad in a way for Brian Cashman because I know exactly what's going to happen. And I'm hoping it doesn't happen. All right, let me lay out, Michael, why New York sucks, right? There's 2 very possible options that happen. One, they sign Carlos Correa, and about 5 years into the contract, he starts aging, starts playing bad. They end up trading Anthony Volpe, who's their number 1 prospect, who's also a shortstop. He goes on, has a wonderful career, right? Mm-hmm. Why didn't you keep Anthony Volpe? Why would you sign Carlos Correa to a 10-year deal? Wah. Okay, that's one option, right?
Okay.
Second option, they don't sign anybody. They have a gap year shortstop, Anderson Simmons type of person.
Right.
A gap shortstop, Anthony Volpe comes up next season, not 2022, 2023, obviously. And Anthony Volpe ends up being a mid player, right? Why didn't you sign Carlos Correa? Why would you trust Anthony Volpe? It's very hard to be in a win situation here. I mean, now, obviously, there is one win situation or 2 win situations where, they sign Correa, they end up winning a World Series. So if that happens, nobody cares if he's bad the rest of the years of the contract. Literally nobody would care. Or, actually, I lied. People would care because it's still New York. And even though we won a championship, they would act like only winning 1 is bad because, they're idiots. And then,
took you 7 games.
Or they don't sign anybody, have that gap year shortstop. Anthony Volpe ends up becoming, the next Derek Jeter. And then everybody's happy with that too. But how often does that happen?
This one cracked me up. Trevor Bauer, there's no team. No team.
That's very interesting.
Yes. But here is my pride and joy. Oh, got it. I'm excited about this one.
Have to put them in your ears a little bit more.
I know. Jonathan India, rookie card.
Wow. Now, Michael, who makes baseball cards now?
Who doesn't make baseball cards?
Well, was it Mattel? No, it wasn't Mattel.
I think they make Barbie dolls.
No. Who was the sponsor of baseball cards for all those years?
Topps,
yeah. And then they lost it.
Topps has kind of went away. These here are Paninis, mostly Panini. I do have some other ones. I can't even think of them. They make different ones like Penny Chrome, or Panini Chrome, and trying to think. There's Panini. Mostly Panini is what I have.
There we go. That's what it was. MLB and MLPA have given exclusive trading card rights to Fanatics, which ends its deal with
Fanatics.
Topps.
Yeah.
Because Topps had been the MLB one for years.
For all of the 90s.
I mean,
now these are old cards. I'm going to show you them,
and
I'll be done. But this Ace card, I thought that looked pretty nice. Can you see the name?
No, I can't. Oh, Tom Seeger.
But that looks pretty sweet.
They're very shiny, Michael.
Mm-hmm.
Almost brighter than my future.
We'll go with that. Sure.
Although
I don't see the Yankees card. I'm kind of happy about that.
I'm disgusted by that, by the way.
I'm sorry. I
was all excited to see a Yankee card. I get nothing.
You know what happens.
I don't know what happens. No. I think that's Michael, you know what I'm thinking we should do? I think it's a very big undertaking. I think it's a very big challenge. Yes. But I mean, what else do we have to do with our lives, right? I think that we should make a top 100 list.
A top 100? Like for 2022?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Like, I'm cool with it. That's fine. But it's so hard to do. Like, you'll have those players that are really close, and like it'd be 75, 74, and people are like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you have them ranked there. I'm like,
that's fine. Let the people get mad. Michael. I can handle angry people. I know that you'll sit by passively because that's not the type of guy you are. Me, no, I'm right there. I'm in the battlegrounds. I like yelling at people. It's very fun.
So, if we were to do this top 100, I think it needs to be like fielding position.
See, here's my thing.
No DH, no pitchers.
No, I think you got to have everybody.
I think it needs to be like utility, like top, like someone that plays the field.
I think you got to have everybody in there.
Okay, here's my thing. DeGrom is one of the best pitchers. We know that. But it's hard for me to rank someone that's a pitcher that only pitches one every 5 days.
You couldn't put him in the top 100, though?
Of course, but like, how do you place them? Because one, like DH, they do half of what the game expects of you. How can you rank that person high? If they're that high, they should be playing, not just be like, let me just swing a bat.
Well, what if you're a DH and you're batting 320, 40 home runs and 120 RBIs? I don't give a crap that you don't play the field.
What if someone else plays the field and does close to that?
I would put them above them.
How far above them?
It depends on how good they are at defending.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's unfair either way.
Listen, Michael, this is what makes the list fun.
I mean, we can do it. But there's going to be so many different people be going. And between you and me, too, be like, wow, you have him ranked already? Like,
no, listen, Michael, I said it's a very big undertaking. Very, very challenging. I think we would have to sit down.
If we actually do top 10 every position, like next week we do second base, shortstop, third, there's 9 positions plus DH. So there's 100 players right there that we would have. So we could almost actually take our top 10 lists and then make those our 100 players because they should be the 100 players, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I would throw but see, here's the other problem. Then you got to throw in my eyes, you got to throw in pitchers. You also got to throw in relievers.
Well, pitchers, see.
Let's look at Michael, let me look at the MLB top 100 list.
Okay.
Let's see.
And share it.
I'll share it once I can find this. Hold on. MLB Network. Oh, this isn't like an actual list, though.
Oh my goodness, you're kidding.
Oh wait, hold on. Let me. Michael, I got an idea. Let's go to images here. No, images doesn't have it. Oh wait, hold on. I was on the wrong thing.
I just need to go find it myself.
I mean, you can try. Make you actually do something for me. Oh look, there we go. Top 100 2020 according to CBS.
2020?
Well, that's the last year that they played.
Here's top 100 that was written. Oh, it's prospects. Never mind.
Yeah, but this is only 1 through 50. Do they have the 50 through 100 part on here?
Maybe we need to do this and make it into an article.
CBS. How are you gonna list something? Oh wait. Okay, this says now this is top 50. But hold on, here's what I don't right, Michael? I'm just gonna share the screen and show you how stupid this is, right? Because it doesn't make sense to me. Let's take a gander here. Look, Michael. See? It says top 100 players according, and then it says 1 out of 2 right here. But how do I get to the second part? There's no page 2.
Can you go to MLB stat page?
You know what, Michael? I can try. Let's see here. I don't know. Let me stop. Let me stop sharing the screen.
This old man needs a haircut. My goodness.
Me?
I'm sorry. No, me. This old man.
Oh yeah, you are ancient. You're right. Oh my God! Why is everything so difficult? I'm gonna find this list if it's the last thing I do. That's prospects. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
MLB. Let's see. Top 100 list here. Images.
Well, this was easy.
Oh yeah, fine. About time you did something for me then.
Oh, it's 2020, but I have your list. Let me share the screen.
Okay, go ahead. Share the screen. I'm interested here. I literally looked up MLB top 100 list and nothing comes up. How is that possible?
Like I did search too already and I couldn't find anything, but I typed in top 100 players MLB and it pulled up first thing.
Here we go.
Trey Mancini, 99. He's definitely not there now.
See, look, they got pictures on there already. Tyler Glass now at number 96. They got Josh Hader, 95.
Look at 97.
I know, it's disrespectful. Actually, no, coming off of last year, that's fair. I'm not
well,
gonna lie to you.
This is 2020.
Well, yeah, but that's coming off of 2019.
Yeah, so
that's fair in my eyes.
Well,
because man was injured a lot.
I'm looking at this list. I see where'd he go? Alonso 66, Muncy 45.
I mean, look, they don't even have a pitcher in the top 10, do they? Oh yeah, they do. No, they don't. No, they don't.
No, they don't.
Oh yeah, they do. DeGrom's number 3. I lied.
Oh yeah.
And there's not that many relievers on here. Like I said, I think you have to put like the top relievers in, and then a few pitchers, and then everything else is position players. Because like you can't, like I said, I agree with you. I mean, even if Mariano Rivera.
I'm sorry, you faded out on me. Could you say that again?
Michael, I have agreed with you multiple times. Don't make it a big deal.
Okay.
Like even if Mariano Rivera was still in the league right now, I don't know how you put him on a top 100 list. He's listen, Yankee fans. So you don't got to sit here and argue with me. I'd put him at number 1 if I could. But on top 100 list, if the man pitches, 40 times the entire season in save situations, I can't put him. I don't even think I could put him top 10.
Devers, he'd definitely be a lot higher.
Yeah,
but he's a DH, right?
No, he's their third baseman.
Who's their DH?
JD Martinez.
Oh, that's wow. Suarez shouldn't even be in the top 100. He needs to retire.
I know who's going to be a lot higher. That number 21, Aaron Judge. That's top 10 right there.
Oh, my goodness. Exactly. 21 is where he's ranked.
Especially after last year where he finished 4th in the MVP voting.
Let's look at the top 10. All right, let's look at the top 20 right here. Mike Trout. I mean, you can't have him at
Mike Trout's getting lowered. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he has to be lowered.
Mookie Betts, I'm lowering him. Didn't have that great of a year.
DeGrom I'm keeping close.
Getting lowered.
I said keep him I won't say where
I don't know. He barely pitched this year. I I might put him at number 12.
I think Tatis falls back. Not far, but I think
I don't know. I think he would stay. He finished what? Did he finish second or third in the MVP? Third, I think. I think he finished third because I think it wasn't it Harper, Soto, and then him?
Yeah, I think so.
I would keep him at 6. I got no problem with that. So this man can play the outfield now.
Well, you got to think though, if your 2 MVP has to be in the top 5, right?
Yeah, I would assume.
So you have Bryce in here. You have
I wouldn't even maybe not top 5. I'd say top 10.
Okay, I can give you that too. I can give you that. So I mean, in the top 10, you have Ohtani that's in this. You have Bryce that's in this. You have to have Vlad in this, in my opinion.
Yeah, of course.
So there's 3 we just added right away.
You got to have Judge in there.
Okay, we'll throw Judge in there too. So Bellinger falls out of top 10.
Yeah, he's not even close.
Render falls out because he's
not even close. Yelich falls out of the top 10.
You think so?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I mean, he was 9. I do think he falls back some, but
I would listen. Acuna was fantastic. He missed like half the year.
Right, he got hurt, so he falls out. But he should be respectedly. I don't think he falls out top 20 because he's
hell no. I would put him at like 13.
Mm-hmm.
He's still going to come back and be a god. I mean, Max Scherzer was at 28. This man was 37, basically almost. Did he win the Cy Young? No,
Scherzer.
No. The Brewer pitcher did. I can't remember
Corbin
his name now.
Burns?
Corbin Burns, yeah. Corbin Burns did.
So do you put your Cy Youngs in the top 10?
See, here's my thing, right? Corbin Burns won the Cy Young. I still think Scherzer's better than him.
Do you?
Because we've seen it in a bunch of sports. Like, how often does the best player really win the MVP? Or is it like they had an unbelievable season and they won the MVP because they didn't want to give it to somebody? Like, as much as we,
I mean,
the typical. Fans, I was going to say the typical argument: how many more MVPs should LeBron have? How many more MVPs should Jordan have? I mean, Mike Trout didn't win every year, and for the past 10 years, we've been saying he's the best player in the MLB.
One guy I wanted to put on my top 10, and I just remember seeing his name here, but I'm pretty sure he plays first base, and I can't say his name. That's one reason that I didn't want to say it.
Mikey Stromski?
Yes. Is he first or is he third?
I thought he was an outfielder.
I cannot remember. Actually, it looks like
I'm pretty sure he played like left field.
He, for some reason, he is just on my radar to watch this season. I don't know why. Oh, yeah.
He had a pretty good year this year. I think he made the All-Star team. Let's see. Mikey Stromski, obviously the son of former baseball player. Actually, no, not son. I think it was his grandfather.
Okay, 2021, he had 75 runs, 105 hits, 25 home runs, 71 RBIs, 4 stolen bases.
Yeah, he's a right fielder, though. If you look on Baseball Reference, they have him as a right fielder.
Well, if you look at the screen I'm sharing, it has it.
Interesting.
Played for Vandy.
Yeah, a lot of Vanderbilt baseball players, by the way.
Did you know this? I did not know this, but my boss that used to work lived in Tennessee, so he's all big about Tennessee sports.
Is he the only 10 you see?
He said that Vandy has X amount of scholarships, and football and basketball hardly gets any. They save them all only for baseball.
I mean, I would too. You seen their team?
Yeah.
Just this year, they had Jack Flaherty, right? They had Jack Flaherty. They had the kid that the Mets didn't sign because they're idiots. Where do we rank Goldsmith? Ooh. Now, if we're talking just first baseman, Mr.
I had him, I think,
Alex,
3 or 4.
I had him 4th behind Matt Olson, Vladdy Jr., and Freeman.
I think I might have had him 3rd because, I mean, he did win the Gold Glove this year.
If we're going in the top 100 list, Man.
Looking at his names, I would want to bump him up to in the 20s, like maybe
I would think he's in my
22.
top 25 area. No lower than top 30.
Well, I mean, that's just moving him 2 spots. I mean, I think it's safe to say
nowhere. He was 32 last year.
Yeah. Well, this is
definitely
20. Just making sure.
Well, Michael, can you scroll up real quick? Can you scroll up all the way to the top? I want to see something here.
Walker Buehler.
No, like all the way, like literally to the top of the page. Because what's that 2021? What if you click on that? What happens there?
Whoa, this man's a genius.
Yeah. Look at me.
Did it change any?
I don't think it did.
No,
because Goldsmith's still at 32. So that was the 2021 list.
Okay. Well, let's click 20 and see what happens.
Let's see. Ooh, you know what? Let's see. Yeah, let's see how the changes run. Oh, look, they had Max Scherzer at 14. Cody Bellinger and Yelich were 2 and 3. Jesus.
Rendon
7. DeGrom was 8.
Okay, so it definitely changed a lot. Aaron Judge, oh, poor guy. He went
down to 21.
It's pitiful.
16.
Pitiful.
Michael, find a red on this list that's higher than him. Oh wait, that's awkward.
We're team baseball.
Yeah. No wonder you guys can't.
Let's go back to 21. You know, let's stay the course of what we want to talk about. See here. Is there another comment on here?
No, I don't have one. But yeah, I mean, I would say no lower than 30. I'd probably put him in the 20.
I would say no lower than 25.
I'd probably put him in the 25. Now I'd go anywhere from 23 to 30 area for Goldsmith this year.
I would say 20 to 25.
That's fair.
Yeah, it is. Because, I mean, even looking here in our 20s.
For Lindor falls out, DJ falls out.
Trevor Story, I mean, I think he falls back a little, but not out. What do you think about Manny? Because I think he falls out of the top 20.
I mean, he didn't have a bad year.
No, but it was Tatis's team, and he missed a lot this year.
I mean, yeah, but it was always Derek Jeter's team, but A-Rod was still putting up numbers.
Yeah, that's fair. But I just feel like he missed quite a bit of games this year, and I don't think he was very.
Can you when you click on their name, does it give you their latest stats?
Yeah, it does last year.
So how many games did he play? Does it tell you?
Doesn't say games, but he had 157 hits, 28 home runs, 106 RBIs, 12 stolen bases.
Batted 278. That's not that bad of a year, Michael.
Well, I mean, to me, I feel like Manny would have more home runs.
Yeah, but 28 is nothing to sneeze at here.
Here we go.
Oh, wait, there we go. Look at that. Played in 153 games.
Okay.
I don't know. I might keep him in the top 20. Michael, if you had to make a top 5 right now, what would it be?
Let me go look at the list a little bit.
Because I think it would be. Let's see.
See, I want to respect Mike Trout, but where do you put?
See, that's my thing, right? I would go Ohtani.
Oh gosh, at 5?
No, at 1.
Oh my goodness. Okay,
I would go Ohtani at 1, Vlad at 2. Oh man. I would put Trout at 5 because I refuse to let him out of the top 5. I understand that. Listen, Michael, do you not know how to wear AirPods, guy? This man's letting things fall out of his ear all night.
They don't feel like they fit in there well.
Maybe he got a weird ear canal.
I think so. Okay. All right.
So that just leaves me with the 3 and 4 slot.
It has to have Freeman in there and DeGrom.
I don't think I have DeGrom in there because he missed all the time.
But he's a pitcher and he misses time. Like him missing 100
No,
games.
no,
Is
but
really,
he missed.
I agree.
How many starts did he make? I think he made 16 starts this year.
Oh my goodness. I'm trying to think. If I'm doing one right now, going off of last year.
Honestly, I lied. Soto, I would put 3. I'd put Soto at 3.
And you haven't said Bryce Harper.
And Bryce Harper at 4. There you go. That's my top 5 list at the moment.
I would have Vladdy at 1. I would have Soto at 2. Bryce at 3.
Oh, see, now you're just showing Ohtani hate.
No, he's a pitcher. Like what we talked about earlier. Like it's hard to rank the pitchers.
He's not a pitcher.
He is a pitcher.
He's a part-time pitcher.
I would have Ohtani at 4, and then at 5, I would want to say Acuna, really. I respect him that much, but I can't remember who'd you say at 5?
I said Trout at 5.
Oh, I did leave out Trout.
Because listen, I know he got hurt. He's been hurt recently, but listen, if he's on the field, Michael, before he got hurt, he was batting like 380.
Yeah. I'm gonna put Trout and Acuna as 1A, 1 or 5A, 5B.
I want to look up Trout last year.
Here, I can click on it.
I always forget you can do that. 333 last year before he got hurt. Had already had 8 home runs, 18 RBIs in 36 games.
Alex says he wouldn't rank Ohtani as a pitcher.
See, I wouldn't rank Ohtani as a pitcher either. I rank him.
But he pitches. I mean, he's a great hitter. Don't get me wrong.
Exactly. But he's mainly a DH with his side chick is pitching.
I agree with that because he's not the best pitcher. That's actually why I think he should have been held out of the MVP. But that's me being biased a little bit. I love Vlad. So, I mean, okay, I think I put him at 4, or I had him at 5, I think. So, I can
move him at 4. I think you put Trout at 5.
Oh, yeah, I did. So, I can move him to 3. I don't remember who I said. Maybe Soto or no, Bryce and him. I can switch those 2. I'm fine with that. That's not that
Alex,
big.
I wonder, do you got a top 5 that you can throw at us? Off the top of your head? Just curious here, just to see who you agree with more. But
you agree with more. But let's see real quick. Trout last year in the little bit that he did play, 23 runs, 39 hits, 8 home runs, 18 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, batted .333, on base percentage of .466.
Unbelievable. And had over 1,000 OPS.
Hold up. Where'd you see that games earlier?
I went on Baseball Reference.
Oh, he played in 36 games.
I mean, that's pretty good. St. Louis, respectable.
Oh, hold up! What?
See, now I like you even more because Michael's a Reds fan. So anything that causes him pain, I thoroughly enjoy.
Goodness. I am so glad that catcher is retiring. I'll just leave it at that.
This is his last year, right? Or he retired?
He retired last year.
He did retire?
Yes. I sure hope so. If not, I'm going to be let down.
I don't know, Michael. I think it's a big undertaking. He said, he's doing one more year.
He wanted, I think it was, he wanted the, let me think of his name. I've got to see his face. Paul Pierce send off. Hey, I'm going to retire. Let me come to your stadium and let you give me gifts because you love me so much. I can't stand that. Be like Buster Posey and just leave.
Derek Jeter started that.
I know. Let's see here. I still haven't went back far enough.
And by the way, only the true great should be able to do that.
I agree. That's my point. Like Kobe did it.
Yeah,
that's one of the
one of the
Jeter, greatest.
Draymond Green moment. Baseball too much. Exactly.
You have to respect him. I am bashing him a little bit, but he really is great at baseball.
There's especially so many people on this list, Michael, that I look at it that after this year are falling so far. Like number 21. Kyle Hendricks isn't on this list next year.
Where's he at?
He's at number 84.
84.
Listen, I'm a Yankee fan. Gleyber Torres, not on the list. He's at number 64. If anything,
Where you have
had a
Luis
terrible
Robert
year.
going?
I don't know.
Guess Chicago White Sox. I mean, he had a really good year. I feel like he jumped kind of high, actually.
Michael Conforto at 34 and Jeff McNeil at 35. Michael Conforto's not even on the list, in my opinion. Jeff McNeil goes down to like the 90s. Lance Lynn at 75. He probably jumps up into the 30s.
Well, I don't know about. I mean, he jumps big time. We'll go with that. Marcus Semien at 73.
He's probably in the top 10. He just had the
I would say
greatest
20s.
offensive season of any second baseman in MLB history.
Mm-hmm. Blake Snell, where are you going to put him at?
I might drop him off the list. He was terrible this year. Walker Buehler, he's better than 40.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was
Trevor Bauer, not even on the list.
Not even on a team. Will Smith.
Marcell Ozuna, not on a team.
Justin Turner.
Josh Donaldson, not at 47 anymore. Rizzo, definitely not 43.
Where do you put him? Because obviously
I would
you
put
have
Rizzo
him ranked
in like the 80s.
Okay. Wait, hold up. You have him in your top 10 in first basemen.
Okay.
And you have him in
there's 8 other positions. That's 80 players right there. Plus a DH, another, whatever. Technically another 32 or 30. I can never remember how many teams are in the league.
I think 32.
Plus pitchers.
Okay,
so what? Everybody in your top 10 first basemen is on your top 10 is in the top 10 of the league?
Top 10? No, but
okay.
Where did you put Rizzo?
I put him at 9.
Okay. I still think
it's not like I put him first.
I want to know where Biggio would be ranked. I don't think Michael Brantley. I mean, he had a good year, but 36. I feel like that should be back a little bit.
Who's Bo Bichette's not on here? Oh yeah, he is 57.
Yeah, 57.
I'd move him up.
Who, Bichette?
Yeah.
Where's Vlad at?
I don't even think he's on the list. You know who's now isn't on the list? Ohtani.
Right,
Could you imagine the 2 people that weren't on the list last year are in the top 5 now? Man, baseball's beautiful, isn't it? Gio Urshela is at 78. Not anymore. Clayton Kershaw is 38. Not anymore. Wow, there's so many things to change on here. Xander Bogaerts is at 25. I might put him up a little bit higher. He had a great year.
It's crazy.
Like, this entire list looks awful after 1 year of being played.
I'm going to go back to 2020 now and just kind of compare. Trevor Story, 21.
Oh, look, Vlad Jr.'s on the list at 100.
Hold up.
I'm about to be hit
now.
There's no way we missed him. He has such a long name, you would see it. It would stick out. No, he's not on there.
Wow. How did you not? I mean, from one, just watching his transformation on Twitter, did you not have him ranked in 100? Even I had him as being my MVP because he lost the 30 pounds. Like, how did they not do that?
I mean, Michael, to be fair, in 2019, when he played his 123 games, so that would have been the 2020 ranking, right?
2019. So, yeah, after the 2019, the 2020 ranking.
He batted .272, had 15 home runs and 69 RBIs.
Okay.
I mean, that's not the craziest year you're ever going to see.
Okay, Michael from Kentucky. who does not have the most access as most people do to see these players, and I had him winning the MVP. Did you think I was crazy in that?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. All right,
I didn't think he was going to be that good. I mean, I knew he lost weight, but I mean, I could lose weight too. I'm not going to go hit 40 home runs.
You could just tell it in his eyes that he was determined. He had that look factor.
Oh my God, Steven Strasburg?
Yeah, I've seen that. 60.
He's not even.
Go
to the top 10. I want to see the top 10 here.
Top 10. Bellinger out. Right. Yelich.
Oh, wait, no. This is the 2021 one. I thought you were still on 2020. Sorry.
Let me go back. You're fine. We were looking for Vlad, so we went back.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Like Yelich Trout, whatever. Yelich, never. Bellinger, no. Yeah, honestly, Bats did not have that good of a year this year.
He didn't.
Rendon didn't even play.
I would say 2 through 6 are completely out of the top 10.
I think 2 through 10 are.
I mean, yes, if DeGrom will be my only.
Yeah, DeGrom.
Because
I mean, he's the best pitcher in baseball. Yeah, all right, you're right. 5. I could, if anything, I'm probably putting DeGrom at 10 since he's a pitcher. And
we got Verlander this year too. Wonder what he's going to do.
Yeah. Wow,
this would be very.
Man. Gary Sanchez at 80. Holy Jesus Christ! That he want to talk about a fall off. I don't even think he's on the top 200 list. Luis Severino was at 83. I'm so excited to see what Severino does this year, though, because when they brought him back late in the year, put him in that bullpen, he looked fantastic. I'm hoping they still make him a starter, though.
See, they had Marcus Semien ranked higher this year in 2020 than they did 2021. I don't think whoever did these lists knew what they were doing.
Michael, that's why we got to make a better one.
Okay.
It's a lot of work.
Like, look at that. You got Vlad, Bochette. Where was I? Oh, look, Ohtani's on this list. Oh, my goodness. Chris Sale. Well, he was hurt, wasn't he?
Yeah. It's Gleyber Torres was 31. Oh, Jesus. I don't know, Michael. This is troubling, to say the least.
Yes. So I think next week we need to come with our top 100 to 75. Or do you just want to come with it all?
I think we should just come with it all.
There's no way.
I think we take no. I think we take time to do this. Like, I don't think
February 1st.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, like somewhere. Yeah, let's give ourselves some time here.
Okay.
Because me and you got to sit down. Maybe on a FaceTime call or something.
We're both doing them together, or we're making 2 separate ones.
Oh, I don't know. Hey, you want to do 2 separate ones, or you wanted to do one?
It's up to you.
I don't care.
I don't know. We'll come up with something. I'm excited.
We'll think about it. I'm excited too.
Now, before we get off here, we have to at least address a little bit about the lockout. Have you heard anything new? Anything Michael. Going on? Okay, I did see something, and I took a snapshot of my TV before it went away. And one thing they're talking about, what is going to be discussed, and it's kind of the hiccup of the thing so far as the financial. And we know that they haven't talked any since December. I'm going to throw a random date out there.
No. I was going to say 30th.
I was thinking 13th or something.
Yeah, I mean, the last time I knew that they had the conversation was that like quick 5-minute thing before the lockout started, and then I think you told me that they talked one more time after that. I didn't even know about.
Well, they say they're going to let the economics go until January, so 2 days we might hear some more. But excuse me, one thing that they were talking about on the MLB Network was no love for the middle class in 2014-15.
I wonder who said that.
I don't know.
Michael, that's the thing that I've been preaching all year.
No, not well. Yeah, you have. So in the off season of 2014 and 15, the average middle class, as they say, the average value of the median level deals
13.9?
no 11.8.
And now it's like 6.9, right?
It's actually 6.2. Where are you getting your facts, man?
I was given rough estimates here, Michelle.
Oh, okay. So in less than basically 10 years, it had dropped.
Michael, you know what that timeline is?
What's that?
That's the last collective bargaining agreement to this one.
So from there, it went from 11.8 million down to 6.2 million. So almost 6 million in, well, basically, almost a million each year for the middle class.
See, Michael, now we got the comment here, right? Jay Cronenworth, and I'm assuming that you're talking about how we were saying our top 10 first baseman over here in the color cast. I couldn't put Cronenworth there because I don't think he's a first baseman.
See, I put him in mine. I think I had him at 9 or 8 or something like that. But
I'd look at him as a second baseman.
Well, he looks to you.
He's going to be traded. He's going to be after his Hosmer trade. Okay. Yeah, okay. But see, here's my thing. I did my top 10 list based on last year going into this year. So I did primary first baseman. So I didn't look at people that are going to switch over to first base.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That makes a little more sense why you ranked Vada so high. Because as a Reds fan, I thought you ranked him high. But
yeah, Hosmer was terrible. You're right. Hosmer's god awful.
Oh, so it's 10:20. You got anything else you want to chat about?
You know, Michael, I do not. In fact, you know what I actually have to do after this? I have to do my homework for my winter class. Tragic. I got to make a nice discussion post about the history of rock. Chapter 2.
The history of rock?
Oh, yeah. I'm taking a history of rock class for my winter class to get some credits.
Like rock as in rock and roll?
That is correct, Michael. I don't know what other rock you thought. I'm not learning about rocks.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh, no.
Just making sure.
No geography here. Been there, done that. It wasn't fun. But, Michael, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you so we can get on out of here?
You can find me in St. Louis when the gun rain, playing all day. Na. Nelly? No?
No.
How do you not know Nelly?
I know who Nelly is. Never heard that.
Oh, my goodness. Anyways, you can find me at MDLawson00 on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, everything, all that whole 9 yards. Also on Colorcast with USN at the end of it. You can
that's also his AARP number, by the way.
I am not that old. It's also my email if you just add Hotmail to it. But so yeah, that's everything. And then you can find in the bio of all that, all of the stuff that I'm linked in with my link tree. But you can check me out on Thursday nights, like tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern time with Backstop Banter, and Saturday nights at about 10:30 p.m. Eastern time with Count the Bucket, where we're talking everything basketball from NBA to college basketball, college hoops, I'll just say that, WNBA, and even some G League, and possibly some of the big three.
Ooh.
I'm trying my best to get signed right now with Miami Heat, who are looking for anyone to play because they may not have an 8-man roster, so they're just.
So that Mario Chalmers just got signed here 10 days.
Yes. And I put on Twitter, I was like, so when are we signing Dwayne Wade for 10 days? Like, and then myself. So,
Chris Bosh, maybe. I saw a little IG post from him saying that he was ready. He's in shape.
Really?
He said he was in shape.
Well, what about his lungs? We don't want no blood clots.
No, we do not. Prayers to Chris Bosh. Terrible situation.
Yes. How about you? Where can we find you?
Yes, you can find me everywhere. Twitter, Anthony Conover _ for all my thoughts on the world. And by the world, I mean sports, because that's the only thing that I care about. Let's see. Generational Sports on Monday, 7 Eastern. Me and my boy Josh talking a little bit about everything. Talk a little, everything that we can get out there. UFC, NBA, NFL, pop culture even we started to throw in there a little bit. That's right. We're multifaceted. Tuesdays is the hard count. Me and my boy CJ talking about everything in the football world. We break down each game. We go over the next week's games, make some predictions, give you the storylines, and then, like Michael said, here on Backstop Banter on Thursdays, 9 Eastern. You can also find me Twitch, Anthony_Conover. I put all the pods over there. Gen Z Sports, obviously, on that Twitter as well for my one show. Instagram as well. Make sure all of my shows, you go listen to the pods and leave reviews because we need those, okay? So, Generational Sports, The Hard Count, Backstop Banter. Go on wherever you find your podcast, leave a review.
Listen, I want a new logo for us.
What?
I want an alternate logo for a Backstop Banter. I want a baseball bat just straight down and then like a bunch of baseballs making the B for Backstop. Oh man, that'd be kind of cool.
You get to working on that, Michael.
Yes, sir. Already on it.
All right. Well, with that being said, we bid everybody a farewell. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in. And Michael, and along with everybody else, see you on the next episode.